Alright guys, check this out. I just learned this today. God uses his creation as an example of what he's going to do in the end times. Take the first 3 days of creation, for example. The earth was without form and void. The first 3 days of creation are to fix the form. In verse 3 of Genesis chapter 1, the first day of creation, God fixes the form by saying, "Let there be light." And God saw that the light was good, and divided the light from the darkness. Day 2 of creation, God says, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God called the firmament heaven. The first day of creation, God defines form for the heavens. The second day of creation, God defines form for the atmosphere and ocean. Day 3, God said, "Let the waters be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. The earth brought forth grass, seeds, herbs, trees. God defines form for the land. Alright, so we have the first 3 days of creation. What about the last 3 days of creation? On day 4, God fixes the void problems. Day 5, God fixes the void problems. And day 6, God fixes the void problems. What's significant about these is in the first 3 trumpets that are found in Revelation chapter 8, verses 7, 8, and 10, we find that the trumpets and what they destroy mirror the fourth, fifth, and sixth day of creation. Look at this. Day 4 of creation, the Lord said, "Let the lights of heaven and the firmament divide the day from the night, to give signs, seasons, days, years, and light on the earth." So God fixed the void by bringing the light upon the earth for vegetation to grow. The first trumpet that comes, hail and fire mixed with blood, thrown down on earth, and 1/3 of the earth was set on fire, 1/3 of the trees and grass all burned up. So the destruction of what was created on the first day of fixing the void was day 4 of creation. Day 5 of creation, God said, "Let the waters abound with the abundance of the living creatures. Let the birds fly." God fixed the void by filling the sky and the sea with living creatures. Then we come over to Revelation in the second trumpet. A great mountain of fire was thrown into the seas, and 1/3 of the water in the seas became blood. 1/3 of all living things in the seas died. 1/3 of all the ships on the seas were destroyed. So here you have the destruction of day 5's creation. 1/3 of sea life dies. We go to day 6 of creation. The Lord said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures, cattle, creeping things, and beasts of the earth." So God fixes the void by bringing living creatures to land. And we come over to Revelation, and the 3rd trumpet, a great star fell from the sky, burning like a torch. It fell on 1/3 of the rivers and springs of water, making 1/3 of the water bitter. Many people died from drinking it. So we have the destruction of day 6's creation. Animals and humans die from drinking the water. God is not a God of chaos, but a God of order and God of consistency. Isn't it amazing how His word always continues to ring true?